Hey everyone, it's been a little bit, but we're back with episode 21 of What You Gonna Watch, our first episode in 2021. So yeah, and today we're not doing a show, we're gonna do a movie. And literally while I was watching the movie, all of the interesting parts that happened, I wrote them down in a notes thing. So yeah. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read these to you first, and then I'll go over the ratings and what I thought of it, and then we'll do the description. So this one might be a bit of a long episode. Okay. So the first thing I wrote are intros are the worst, because they really are. Alright, and then the second thing is there was a breach. Nora, which is the main character, pretty much. Nora had to close the doors on people to save themselves because she was with someone else. Only two made it safely in the doors. When they try and go outside with the suits, there's too much pressure and someone explodes. Yeah, because they get not dropped down, but I don't know, like an elevator sort of. And they go down and they try to open the doors, but they won't budge. And then they open a little bit, and that one guy that made it to the doors with Nora, his helmet started to crack, and she realized it, and she told him not to open the doors, but it was a little bit too late, and they opened the doors, and he sort of exploded. Yeah, people freaked out. Alright. Where was I? Okay. They find a creature eating a body while looking at the escape pod. Okay, so this is further than the other one, but, so they make it somewhere, and, they get readings of a escape pod somewhere, and they thought everyone went up, so they went outside to check on it, and, as they're going outside, they saw it, eventually, and they saw this creature eating something. So yeah, and they did the smartest thing they could, and they brought it back inside. So yeah, all the lights and the system goes out. They hear something in the hall, so they close the door. That was not very important, but I wrote down anyways. More of the creatures start attacking. The ship fills with water while they try to open the door, which they succeed at. One dies by something pulling him. So so they made it to somewhere, and they couldn't go through. So then they had to go underwater, but they weren't sure if they could fit. So Nora went under, and they attached their string, I guess you could say, to someone else, just in case they could pull him back. And I think it was the last guy that went through. He made it through after a little bit. Well, he saw something, and then he heard something. He decided to go through, and then he got up on the other end, and then that's whenever his string started pulling him, and everyone started pulling in the exact opposite direction. And with that, he sort of he didn't explode, but he got, I don't know how to explain what happened, but it was insane. Okay. Let's see, where am I at now? The captain goes to retrieve someone, The captain goes to retrieve someone, but goes back to get his gun and gets pulled taken, and Nora gets pulled along. So, someone, I think, got pulled into a cave or something like that, and the captain went in to save them, and, they made it out just fine. But he forgot his gun in there, so he had to go back, and he did. Everyone was telling him not to, but he did. And he went back, and he got caught by one of the creatures or something like that. He ended up getting pulled, and eventually the creature pulled him down further. He was still attached to Nora, and she didn't want to let go, but the captain told her to, but she didn't want to, and eventually, I'm pretty sure the captain cut the line or whatever. And apparently I didn't see this part because I was doing something else, probably writing, but apparently he exploded too because of all the pressure of being pulled down, something like that. So yeah. The one I wrote exactly after this, Nora and the captain get dragged down and the pressure is heavy and the captain tells Nora to let go, but she doesn't want the captain to release her, which saves her. The captain releases Nora, which saves her. Nora makes it to an abandoned place and is trying to reach Emily and whoever she can, the other people who survived. Nora finds Emily, who freaks out because she thinks Nora is one of the creatures. They decide to just keep walking. They made it to the Roebuck station, which was their goal from the beginning. Inside, they found a whole bunch of creatures attached to the ceiling sleeping. Emily's oxygen starts to run out and creates a loud noise. A creature attaches to Nora. That part, I don't know if it was her suit that started making that loud noise because they were dragging someone behind them. He was either injured or running out of oxygen or something like that, so dragged him along. It could have been his suit, I don't know. Yeah. The creature swallows Nora, but she fights back and gets out, which gets the attention of all the other creatures. She finds the queen of them all. As Nora is running from the queen, something explodes and her oxygen level is low, but she gets saved by Emily by getting on the Roebuck. The queen knows where they are and tries to attack. They made it to a few escape pods. Nora's pod isn't operational, but she says it is. The guy was the first one. Emily finds out that Nora's pod does not work and does not want to go up without her, but Nora punches her to get her in the pod. Nora knows she isn't going to make it, so she just sits down. The queen drops a million of the smaller creatures. Nora overheats everything to make the ship explode, killing her and all the creatures. So that right there was 7 minutes of everything that I wrote down. And this show was, I would say, anywhere from a 8 to a 10 out of 10. Because, it's very interesting, as you read. It was very cool, too. So, yeah. Also, the other part, yeah. Anyways, yeah. So that was pretty much it. And I don't know if I'm going to read the description for right now because this is a long episode, but I guess the longest episode we have is 9 minutes, so let's read the description anyways. Also, if you made it this far, I want to thank you first off, and second off, I want to say sorry for all the words I can't speak. I have found the description. Disaster strikes more than 6 miles below the ocean's surface when the water crashes through the walls of a drilling station. Led by their captain, the survivors realize that their only hope is to walk across the sea floor to reach the main part of the faculty. Felicity? I don't know. But they soon find themselves in a fight for their lives when they come under attack by some mysterious and deadly creatures that no one has ever seen. So that right there was the description, and that marks the end of today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions or show suggestions, then leave a voice message. See ya.